So, EVO Online is canceled. And I thought that I would talk about, do we really need EVO? I tweeted about it today, if you saw it on Twitter. Thanks for people that supported that, whatever. But I mean, I think about EVO and I think about my experiences there in the past, as an NRS player, mind you, not Capcom or any of that kind of thing. And we were never treated very well at EVO. There was one year where we didn't even have chairs to sit in. We were standing the whole time. There was maybe 3 rows of chairs in front of the main stage. We had to take them from the Smash Brothers area. So, and it's always kind of rubbed me wrong, and it's made it so that I just didn't enjoy going to EVO. And I mean, I don't really like the whole area down there anyways. It's just, a lot of drunk people and kind of super hot and humid. I mean, lots of flashy stuff and casinos, so there's that. But yeah, I think NRS hasn't been treated very well. I remember one year, I think for MKX, we had our top 8 at 8 in the morning on a Sunday. So it's well, there goes any fun on Saturday night. Yeah, and the stands were just empty. Some of you might remember that, being around for that. But yeah, it was, and then we just started having one-day events, start 8 a.m. on Saturday, finish at 10 p.m., midnight even, the same day, just get it done. So NRS was just, in my opinion, never fully welcomed at EVO. And then I got to thinking, do we really need EVO? Nowadays, everyone's kind of had their own pro thing come up. You have, I think what's the Tekken World Series, I think it's called, Capcom Pro Tour. We have Combo Breaker, which has always kind of been our form of World Championships, and then we have our Pro League on top of that. So I think each individual game kind of has its own thing, and its own World Championship. So there doesn't need to be this bigger World Championship, and it was getting really commercialized as well, which kind of drove me away from the grassroots feel, because I really do like the grassroots feel. But I get it, you're going to grow, things are going to change, yada yada yada. I get that, it's fine. But now EVO's canceled this year. Are they going to bring it back next year? Are they going to be rebranding it? I don't know. I personally think we don't need it. I think between all the grassroots events that we have now, each individual game kind of being in charge of their own world championships, and the times where you get to see all of them kind of come together is at these grassroots events where you have Tekken followed by Street Fighter, followed by Mortal Kombat, followed by Smash, that kind of thing. Smash, I don't think, has their own pro league, I don't believe so. I could be totally wrong on that, but I don't remember ever hearing it. I knew that Tekken did, I knew that Capcom did. I know that Nintendo is kind of hands-off-ish when it comes to that kind of thing. And with everything that's been going on in FGC this week, holy crap, who would blame them? It's been an absolutely crazy week. It's just every time that I open up Twitter, it's just something new, somebody new, some new situation. It's freaking crazy. It's nuts, man. And I'm not saying that it's a bad thing or anything. I mean, most instances when somebody gets called out for something, it's something fairly serious that needs to be addressed, which in the case of EVO was, which is good. But yeah, it's hard for these, corporations to get behind things like that when they see things like this happening. And I know that Smash has wanted Nintendo to get involved for years and years. And, yeah, it isn't helping their cause for sure. But, I mean, I don't know much about the Smash community, so I don't really want to speak too much on that end. But I just kind of wanted to make this a little bit more lighthearted video in the... with the times that we're having and stuff. Do you think EVO is needed? Do you think that it needs to come back? Do you think we would be fine with grassroots and individual events? I just want to get some other opinions, some other outlooks on this, because I don't know, it's all that I've been seeing, and I wanted to make a video in a tasteful way, so I think that I think one thing that does need to be addressed, and this is saying as someone, as a parent of somebody who has taken their child to video game tournaments before, is we just need to make sure that proper security and safety is in place. If you have young children, obviously, parents, you need to be very careful about making sure you know where they are and all that kind of just basic parenting stuff. But I mean, I think when it comes to like when you get older and 19, 21 kind of range, and then you have these after parties going on, like I really think that there needs to be more security, more safety put in there just to make everyone feel better about things, and maybe deter some bad people from doing bad things. It's always been very loose as far as security and stuff goes. Like you just walk on in, you walk on out. A couple events I think last year announced that they were having metal detectors and stuff put in place, which I think is not a terrible idea. I mean, why not? There's no reasons for those types of things to be at events, but yeah, I think just bumping up the security a little bit just to help people, feel more comfortable because the way things stand now, it's you feel scared a bit as a parent, for your kids to go into that kind of thing. And I know a lot of you probably don't know that feeling yet, and if you do, I mean, you can imagine things like that happening to your kids, right? It's just something you want to avoid, especially in what's supposed to be a safe space that we all are just sharing a passion about, that, our outside problems don't exist because we're here, but it's a stark reminder that unfortunately, even in these safe places, there's still some crappy people out there, and they just like video games as well. So it's just depressing, honestly. And I'm sorry for making it. I tried to make it a little bit more lighthearted topic, I guess. More, well, not lighthearted, but not as heavy as some of the things I've seen today. But yeah. Anyways, I just want to get your guys' opinion. Let's have a conversation here. What do you think? Any security measures could be beefed up? What would you change when it comes to like grassroots events, pro leagues, and that kind of thing? And do we need EVO? Do you want EVO to stick around? Do you think the idea of like a grand world championships is a good idea? Do you think that's still a proper place? They have this legacy and whatnot. But yeah, just want to get your opinion. A little bit of a shorter video today, but I wanted to say something on the matter because silence doesn't get us anywhere. So anyways, leave your comments down below. I'm excited to read them and respond to them.